Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a stand.
There's the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Looking to play him in. Iwobi looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Maddison. Pulisic. And it's Porro. Oh, good-looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Iwobi. Lojek. Iwobi. Lojek. And here's Mateta.
Mateta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pulisic. They get a throw in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Aimed beyond the defence. Still goalless at the moment. Ricardo Pereira.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Maddison. Pedro Porro. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, what about a counter-attack? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's managed to get rid. Martinez. And it's Acerbi. And it's Porro. Oh, nicely intercepted. Koke. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Bernardo Silva. Good read, needed to be.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Mateta gets into a good position. Rice. Now Pulisic. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, well played. Mela. Koke.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lojek. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mateta. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Pereira. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Maddison. And it's Koke. That's a good ball out wide. And the shot! There it is! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first moment of real significance. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rice gets across to intercept that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Mateta. Oh, easy pickings there. Lovely, now real chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Atenção, proprietário do carro azul estacionado em frente ao portão do estádio. Favor retirar o veículo. Ele está prestes a ser puxado. Substituição em campo.
Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Vai ser substituído pelo
Sporting can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Maddison. Now it's Icardi. Back into the middle. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pinches it off him. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Pulisic. Looking for options for movement. And he can clear it away. Sporting have reclaimed it. Pedro Porro. And here's Pulisic for Rice. Bernardo Silva. Chance here to counter. Now it's Icardi. He's looking wide. Maddison. And he skips past his man. He's in a great position here. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Sporting still behind thanks to that solitary strike.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Foot in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ricardo Pereira, who does have an assist to his name. He's shifting through the gears here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Acerbi cuts out the pass. Spinazzola stood up well to him there. And it's Iwobi. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 2. Camisa 9. Camisa 21.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Entrada de camisa 15. Camisa 19.
Iwobi, and he's picked it up out wide. Takes it, gets his head on it! And he's there to clear it. Has another go! Sporting do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Just eases him off the ball. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
Gonzalez, Lucas Vasquez wins the duel this time. Ball's gone out of play. Iwobi, he's on it, can he get away? Pulisic, that has been slung wide. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Lucas Vasquez.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's managed to get free, and it's played in here. Keeper's dealt with that.
Ceará clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 6. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 11. Substituição em andamento.
Nicely aimed pass. And it's Isco. That's a sharp pass. Iwobi. Lucas Vasquez. Iwobi providing an outlet on that flank. And here's João Moutinho. He's being urged to shoot. Lucas Vasquez, he's got full. They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
No, again, there's no way through. Now it's Mateta. Mateta, big chance! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that It provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends.
Could be danger here. McAllister's, can he finish? Goal! Inter! An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Inter Milan, breakthrough, nice and early, just as they wanted it. Oh, sweet feet. Bernardo Silva does really well to win the ball there. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's heaved it away. And it's Rice. Now it's Gnabry. Chouameni. Nico Williams. Now it's Williams. Pass somewhat off target. He's beaten the last man. And it's been played through. Williams! Knocks it into space. Now it's Pulisic.
Sporting really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pedro Porro. And here's Pulisic. Bruno Guimaraes. Sporting are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Now it's Williams. Well, that pass isn't the best. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Williams. Rice kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Pulisic. And here's Gnabry. Now there... And a chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. Szczesny gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a throw. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has ended up in no man's land. Rice. And it's Porro. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Spinazzola, he slings it in. Cleared away.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Aims beyond the defence. Flashes, big header! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Spinazzola. That pass pass has been well intercepted. Bruno Guimaraes. Spinazzola. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to play it through. And he's gone backward here. Has a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bruno Guimaraes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This looks promising. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here. And we've reached half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Il proprietario dell'auto blu parcheggiata davanti ai cancelli è invitato a spostarla, altrimenti sarà rimossa.
Here we go again then.
Sporting really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
And the shot! It's in! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Now it's Pulisic. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good take in a good area. McAllister. Oh, easy pickings there. Now this is Gnabry. Backward it goes. Great chance! And the ball's come loose here. Nico Williams. He's a sharp little ball here, neatly clipped into space, and he's gone looking for safety. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Pulisic. Pulisic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great vision. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when...
Tries a shot! In for the pieces! It's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Sporting get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Driven forward. Oh, can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass. And he was quick to react. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Di Lorenzo. And it's Tchouaméni looking for a runner. Pedro Porro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bernardo Silva. Shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Sporting really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of...
Williams goes for a shot! He's got a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Llorente.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Iñaki Williams. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 19, numero 15, numero 10, numero 8, numero 5.
Becca is onto this.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 24.
And the assistant referee
7,
rightly gives him
numero 18,
offside.
il numero 23, il numero 22. Attenzione, un cambio.
Might want to be careful there.
Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to pass it through. Looking for the run. And here's the chance to counter. Spinazzola gets across to intercept that. Oh, what a mistake! Look at the space here. Good take, and it... Williams! And it's come back out to him. It's in! And they are pulling clear here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And now he has two. It's starting to look like a done deal now. He is through here. Williams shoots! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Williams demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top.
And the shot! And he hits the net! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got four. That is remarkable. Inter Milan are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Johnson. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Attenzione, signore e signori.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. As you can see, we've already started here. Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gnabry is offering a wry smile there.
Sporting with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Osimhen attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Now it's Osimhen. Spinazzola kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pulisic crosses it in. That has been knocked clear. And it's Bernardo Silva. And he thumps it clear. And smartly reclaimed. Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Looking to go deep. Bernardo Silva! Sporting! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nice sequence of passes this. Chance for a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Gabriel. Sporting are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Lukaku. Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Acerbi. Back into the middle. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Fluminense look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Played back in, played out towards the right wing. Pulisic providing an outlet on that flank. Corner number 2 then. Upamecano is there and he can get that clear. Tries a shot! Sporting have their third corner. And it's hoisted clear. Fluminense are looking to go forward now. Osimhen.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Gavi. Gavi goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Referee's given a throw. Gavi tries a cross. That's a decent clearance. He's having a shot! Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Gavi. Now it's Osimhen. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Just eases him off the ball. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's played... And the shot! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Fluminense grab the equaliser, and we're all square. Can he finish? Goal! Sporting! And they've got their lead back. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Sporting get themselves into the lead. Rice tries a measured ball, goes to finish! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half, neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Sporting are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Substituição no time do Fluminense. Camisa 19. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 17.
So off we go once more. Acerbi. Now Martinez. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Kessié. Fluminense looking to pass their way through. Palm. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
And it's Gnabry. It's a searching pass. And the ball is out of play. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Gnabry. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Fluminense are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Spinazzola promptly onto that, and that is that. Spinazzola goes on a run down the left wing. Kessié. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Searching pass he's played there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Spinazzola. Pulisic looks to get on the end of this. Great ball if he can get there. Gnabry. Pulisic. Bernardo Silva looking understandably energised after his goal. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Substituição no time do Fluminense.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Camisa 21 vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 13. Teremos uma substituição.
Fluminense have the chance to go the other way. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pinches it off him. Sporting perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Sporting clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
There's the delivery. Terrific header. And it's Davis. Palmer. There's no flag. Climbs up big. Goal! Fluminense! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Can he finish? He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
And it's been taken short. Palmer. Nice interception, well timed. Fluminense have their second corner now. They've played it short. Now it's Palmer. Fired deep towards the back post. He's tried one! And now they can spring out of defence. Sunset looking to penetrate opposition lines. Gonzalez. Sporting have it back and can go again. Now it's Bernardo Silva.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's hoisted clear. Knocks it out wide. Martinez. That's a good ball out wide. That's that, the end. Sporting pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Sporting must quickly shake this from their system, Peter, because it's the sort of performance that can linger and fester.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Cramped and narrow, that's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity, but at the same time they are what make the Bombonera so unique. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pedro Porro is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. They get a throw in. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Great vision. Can he get onto this? Kilman. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Cruzeiro looking to pass their way through. Musiala. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. Pedro Porro threads one in.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Not the most accurate pass. Sporting are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. That could spell trouble. Sunset. Rice. And here's Canabri. He's gone for goal! Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Sunset. It's a promising position. Looking to play him in. Great chance! It's hit the upright. And we have our very first corner. Now, can they get him away? Oh, important interception. Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now. And the pass is intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
And the finish! Goal! Cruzeiro! And Cruzeiro take the lead. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Cruzeiro have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Crunching tackle. Stones herring after the ball here. Can he finish? He scores! They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's Guimaraes. The ball's gone astray. But he's gone backward here. Chips it through. Sunset is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Mendy gets rid without sophistication. And this is Gnabry. Mendy.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Now it's Sunset. Casemiro. Morata. Trippier. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Dembele. Dembele! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. And Tomori. And this is Morata. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Aimed beyond the defence. Tomori, and it's been given away. Just the keeper to beat, real chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Opts for safety. Tomori. Casemiro. And it's Musiala. And here's Morata. Nicely spread. He slings it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Spinazzola tries to pass it through. That pass has been well intercepted. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Dembele? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pedro Porro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Sunset. Deep cross. Cleared without hesitation.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 44.785.
Acerbi cuts out the pass. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. And he's there to clear it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Morata. Bernardo Silva. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Rice. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
No, that's been intercepted. Pedro Porro. And it's Bernardo Silva. Looking tidy in possession here. Casemiro. Now it's Morata. Knocks it into space. Dink through. And he was quick to react. And that is as far as they're going to go. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Spinazzola does really well to win the ball there. Rice, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's being shifted off it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Musiala. Looking for the run. Now this goes for a shot! Goal! Cruzeiro! Into the lead once more.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Cambio en el Sporting. Número 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
39.
Cruzeiro get themselves into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Número 17.
Dembele receives it in a wide position.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Martinez calmly anticipates. Molina. Andrić. Nicely weighted ball. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Sporting really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And it's Mane. He's shifting through the gears here. Lovely feet. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Spinazzola. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Sporting just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
The Dutch capital is rocking. It always has. It did in the days when the great man after whom this arena is named took to the field, and it still does here and now. The faithful expect, and the team must deliver. And as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Bernardo Silva. Looking for options for movement. Gnabry! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Oyarzabal, and that could set him on his way. And this is Ronaldo. He is, shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Cordoba. Andrić. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Andrić, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's played through for him. And That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Ajax clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Still goalless at the moment. He's in plenty of space here. Too much on that, it's gone out. Tries to play it through. Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ajax with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bernardo Silva is there to clear. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Bernardo Silva. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Pedro Porro picks it up out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pedro Porro. Now, can they get him away? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Hangs in a cross. Cleared without hesitation. Bruno Guimaraes! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Half an hour played now. Messi. And a chance! Goal! Ajax! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Ajax have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now that's well seen too. Rice running with the ball. Well, played right into his path. Shot a goal! And he gets rid in a hurry. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And no, that was never going to make it. Spinazzola gets across to intercept that. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's through, an unreal chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Ajax really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Pedro Porro. And it's Rice. Bruno Guimaraes. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's onside. Oh, this looks sharp. Bernardo Silva. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gnabry takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Cook minus. Now then, the ball's come loose.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's gone for a throw-in. Rice. Pedro Porro. Tries to pass it through. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
Here we go again.
Sporting can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's worked it through. Oh, that's well spotted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass somewhat off target. Acerbi. That has not gone well. Cristiano Ronaldo, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bernardo Silva. Andrić. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's straight offside. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Andrić. Acerbi gets over and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Oh, it's a great shot, surely! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Sporting still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Bernardo Silva. Ajax are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And Messi! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Coming on the field.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Chance for a shot! It's in! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Gnabry. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Sporting finding their passes. Now it's Trincao.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
That is good alertness. Sporting do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Gonzalez. Andrić. Spinazzola gets into some space. He's on it, can he get away?
Sporting really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent. Oh, shooting chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Bernardo Silva.
Sporting really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Oyoth, and the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Andrić. That's really well manoeuvred. Now Pedro Porro. Trincao. That has been cut short. And here's Canapri. Now it's Beto. He's got away. He's in a great position here. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
That's going to go a long way.
Ajax nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got tall. He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution for Ajax, number 8, Koopmeiners.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Molina. That's a sharp pass. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. That's an excellent interception. Messi looks to get on the end of this. And that's that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Gonzalez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
That parking in the area around the stadium.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.